record, you're gonna need your roller and you're gonna need your new band. And remember, like some pillows or like some blankets. So when you're doing this one, here the child's pose, that you can support yourself and have something here, and not only under your hips so that you can sit a little bit heavier, but even something under your head so that you can, because if we don't have something under the head and it's tight here and you go forward, then you bring your hips up. So we want to have something under the head and under the hips. And why don't we start right away in that way? So prep yourself up, have your stuff ready, like your pillows, whatever you need. Important is for when we're staying a little bit in child's pose. Child's pose is a great way to just, it brings basically blood circulation to all the 3 joints. But you want to make sure that you, when you look, see from the back, that your big toes touch. Whoops, let me put that blanket away. So that your feet are not uneven, because if the feet are uneven and the knees are uneven and the hips are uneven. So I like always to first bring the big toes together, then I open my knees evenly on the mat. Then I go back and you can put something under. And even like sit first for a moment on your heels like that. Hi, Suzanne.
Hello.
Now I know exactly where you are.
And you know why the angle is what it is, because you know where the computer is. But this
Yeah, that's right.
This or the next class will be the same the last time in this scenario. So
that's right.
Whole new apartment.
All right, and then have something, you know, something so that when you go forward very slowly, you can even go on your forearms to keep yourself elevated, but keep the hips heavy, and then see how much height do you need so that you don't move your hips and that we can get the arms to straighten. And then when you have them straight, don't make sure that you don't lift the hips up, and then you release your elbows down to make it a little bit more relaxing. But first get the stretch so that the sides of the trunk can lengthen, and then when you have that, then you can release your arms down. And then let's stay a little bit in this position. Jackie, I would say even more height under your head so that you can get heavier on the pillow behind. So maybe fold that pillow in the front under your forehead one time. And then, yeah, so that you're, yeah, that's it, that you settle yourself back. Even Megan, same thing, fold it maybe one time more so that you sit first down, really like sit down on your feet so that you feel like, okay, this is when I'm really heavy, and then go slow because the hips want to come with it, and then go and then fold what you had and put it here, and then stretch yourself and then bring your elbows at the end down.
I already had the pillow folded once. I don't think I can fold it twice.
Okay. So maybe it's a little bit too low. You have another pillow there behind you on the right-hand side. You can add 2.
I have the 2 under my butt.
Oh, that's under your butt. It's sticking out. Okay, yeah. Hey, or you can take your roller. Take your roller and the pillow on top, like this. Right? Yeah. Give yourself enough height so that you can. I really want to focus on the joints, on the hip joint, on the knee joint, on the ankle joints, the feet, especially when you're sitting in chairs during the day. You want to stretch those joints out. Couple of breaths here more, and get heavier and heavier towards the heels. Breathe into the diaphragm, nose breathing so that we're spreading the back of the rib cage. Release your elbows down, Megan, for the last moments. More completely down on the floor. Yeah, so that your shoulders relax down. And then slowly pick yourself back up. And let's start today in lying on the back. We're gonna ease a little bit into it today. So first, hold it. First, we're gonna start head on the mat, feet as wide as the mat, but parallel. You can bring them first together and then walk them out so that you know that they're even, and then let the knees fall towards each other like that. You're welcome to go, if it feels okay for your knees, you can go wider than the mat. That is fine too. Yeah, like this. So the knees are touching, the feet are apart, they're not turned out, the feet, they're parallel. And let the femur bone just release into the hip socket. This position does something around that, where the femur bone goes into the hip sockets. It releases the sacrum. Jackie, feet a little bit wider, a little bit, and toes more in. Heels out, toes in. Megan, get the whole foot on the floor so that the foot doesn't tip. So bring your feet a little bit closer together. Yep, and then just the knees, and then toes in and the heels out. Yes, that's it. And you're welcome to put a pillow under your head that you're comfortable. Because we're going to stay in this position for a moment because we're going to go into other positions. So if you need a pillow, put it under. All right, a few more breaths here. And then we're going to go for the opposite. So now, walk your feet back in towards each other. And we're gonna now open the knees to the side, and now we're letting the feet turn so that the soles of the feet are together. So we open the knees wide, we bring the feet towards each other. So the inside of the foot is like a sandwich. And let the groin area inside also open up a little bit. If anything is uncomfortable under one leg or the other, or you notice that one leg is falling more down than the other, you can always bring a little pillow under that side. Good, breathe into the diaphragm. Gonna stay for a couple of breaths more. And now slowly take your hands on the outside of your thighs, so don't disturb that relaxation in the inside or like that stretching in the inside, and use your hands to press your legs together. Bring your arms into a T, and now we're going into our little twist. On an exhalation, bring your legs to one side and turn the head to the other side. The legs go only as far as the opposite shoulder stays on the floor. Opening the side. Inhale, come back to center. On an exhalation, opposite side. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, second side. Inhale, come back to center. And now bring your right leg on top of your left thigh, like this. So not on the inside, just on top a little bit. And then slowly let that knee fall down. And with that foot, we're helping to keep it a little bit down. Keep the opposite shoulder on the mat. Inhale, bring it back enough. Let's switch to the other side. Exhale, turn. And inhale, come back and bring your legs down. Now take again the right foot on the thigh, but this time a little bit on the outside, and we're gonna go inwards. So the left leg is gonna go towards the right. that probably will not go to the floor, but we're keeping with the foot, we're stretching the outside, the IT band area towards the side of the back. Yeah. And then come back to center, and we do the same to the other side. So now the right leg goes to the left. And one side might be tighter than the other, or they feel the same. And inhale, bring it back to center. Bend the right knee in into your chest. On an exhalation, bend it into your chest, stretch your left leg out. Push through the left heel. And then let's switch, bend the left leg, bring your right foot down, left leg bends in, stretch your right leg out. Bend it back in. And then bend the right leg and bend the right leg into your chest. We're stretching both legs into our chest. Keep the legs as parallel as possible. So Jackie, open your feet a little bit, open your knees a little bit so that it's not like this, but try to keep, like, even if you hold behind the knees, try to even them as much as possible, because that one side was a little bit wanting always to go out. Yeah, so rather start with here until things are loosening up in that groin area there, in the hip. And gently bring your feet back down. Feet under the knees, directly under the knees. They're open. We're going to go for our bridges with the arms going back. Firm the buttock muscles, lift the hips up, reach your arms up and back. And then elevate from the glute muscles, the hips even higher. Stretch the front of the thighs. So we're stretching the front of the thighs. We're engaging the glutes. We're engaging the hamstrings by pressing into the feet. And then stomach deepens, upper back down, middle back down. The arms are staying back as long as possible until the sacrum comes down, and then we bring the arms down. And we go straight into the second one. Firm the buttocks, stomach and lift the hips up, reach your arms up and back. Keep the support from the glute muscles and stretch the front of the thigh from the top towards the knee side. So it's like somebody's having the hands on your thighs and calming, like with the fingers, your muscle from where the hip flexor is down towards the knee. So think about the direction where you want to stretch. So from the top of the thigh towards the knee in the front. And then upper back, middle back, lower back, take sacrum down, and then the arms come floating down to the side. Last one. Firm the buttocks, stomach and lift the hips up and reach the arms up and back. Firm the buttock muscles in. Stretch your arms, long fingers. Hold the engagement in the glutes. Press your thighs, press your feet down, lengthen the thighs. And exhale, release, upper middle, lower back down. And let go. All right. We roll over to the side and we take the circle, and let's go on the circle. Not the circle, the roller, sorry. You go on the forearms, you keep the stomach engaged, and you're gonna walk forward and you go with the roller, you stretch your fascia up to above the knee, and then you push back slowly and you go towards the hip flexor area where the pubic bone is. And you do it slow, walk forward and breathe. You can on these ones keep the mouth open, like let the air just really come out so that we release any tension in the front of the thighs. Forward and back. Good. And now you can do 2 faster ones. One more time. And we're going to go to the side. And today you're going to go on the side. You're going to go on the forearm. And we're keeping both feet on top of each other like this. And then you just, you can roll a little bit, but you roll towards the knee and then away to the side, and keep the legs on top of each other. So this time we don't bend. We keep a long line. Rolling up so that we have the whole weight on the roller. So that we get the IT bend. Yeah, both legs long on top of each other, Jackie, not crossing. Yeah, at least 5 times. So everybody started a little bit at a different time. So do it in your own time, but at least 5 times, and then switch to the other side. Long legs on top of each other. And then slowly get the IT bend on your other leg and go really high up towards where the attachment is between the hip and your leg. At least 5 times. And then when you're done with it, you sit on the roller and then you do your buttocks. Just a few times, just roll towards the sacrum and to the sit bones. Just like that. Keep the knees bent, Suzanne, that you can push and then just really like roll yourself up. Yeah. And then bring the roller behind your thighs. Lift your hips up and roll the back of the thighs out. And then bring it under the calves and roll the calves out. So roll it a little bit in the middle, bend the legs, stretch them, keep the feet from the floor. You can turn your legs in and out. And release. Now, for the inside of the leg today, we're gonna just bend both legs like this, and then you just, maybe you have to like a little bit improvise a little bit in this one so that we get that inside of that inner thigh. So bend the top, bend a little bit the front knee forward, Jackie, like this. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then just improvise a little bit in the own way how you need to move, and then switch to the other side. It's helpful to keep it a little bit lower, that it's not too high, otherwise you can't really like roll. So keep it towards the knee, and then you have a little bit more room to roll. Yeah, and then release. And let's go for our backs. Lift your hips up, support your head, and then you can use, like, you see like how I'm lifting my heels, you can use today like a little bit that movement of the pelvic lift. So it's like you're lifting the hips, you're rolling forward, you're rolling on the feet, and you go beyond even that. You get that stretch again in the front when you're rolling. See if you can play a little bit with that. Lifting the hips up, don't letting them sink. Few times, at least 5 times, from up, down, up, down. And then bring your hips down. Keep the roller under your shoulder blades, and then on an exhalation, release your head down towards your hands. Just stretch the armpit area. And then bring your elbows back up, round, look down into your belly button, inhale, and exhale again, release, open the elbows to the side, stretch the armpit area, breathe here, elbows up, exhale, look down, and open the elbows, and exhale, and then one more time, open. Keep it open, look a little bit up towards the knees, and then again, one more time, just roll it out a few times. and then release. All right. Let's take the roller to the side. And let's take your new band and put it on your wrist.
I think only Jackie and I have the new band.
Oh,
Not
all right.
everybody.
So take a band, take a round band, loop band. Yeah. And remember, with the loop band, you have to watch out that you don't feel it here next to your neck, but that you can start with bent arms, get the shoulders in the right place, lift the breastbone up, so like this, and then gently shoulders away from the ears, head back on an exhalation, stretch the arms a little bit forward and press out. And then release. I would even hold it lower, Megan, instead of here, keep it like in front of the, yeah. And then small, and this movement starts from here, even though we have it around the wrist. Find your scapular engagement and press it out. Stomach deepens and release. Exhale, abs and press the feet into the floor and release. Exhale, press gently, shoulders down. See that you're not tightening next to the, where the neck starts. Stomach deepens, 5 and 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the arms back, strap on the wrists. Same thing here, bend arms, roll your shoulders back, put your head back, stomach deepens, reach your arms back. On an exhalation, press, inhale, release, exhale, press, inhale, release, exhale, press, inhale, release, press, release, stomach in, press, and release. 5, abdominal muscles in, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Let's bring it back forward. Again, press your feet into the floor. Arms are like this, 90 degrees. Roll your shoulders back, stomach, and press it a little bit out. Push-ups. Inhale, spread, and exhale, bend it back and in. Inhale, stretch. Jackie, align your feet a little bit. Your right foot is more turned out than the left. Yep, parallel feet. Inhale, stretch out, and exhale, bend. Get the scapula really on the back. So firming, keeping the shoulders down. 5, 4, stomach in, 3, and 2, and 1, and then release. Then you can, yeah, put it already on your legs above the knee, and then we're gonna stretch out a little bit our arms. So you can bend the knees a little bit and then just rotate as soon as you have your band on. Bring it above the knees. Start rotating, loosening up a little bit the shoulders, and then rotate it forward after 5. Do you have the band above your knees, Susan? Yes, you have.
Yep.
Yep. Blending into your leggings. All right, and we're gonna have the hands in front of the heart. The hands in front of the heart is just a reminder. So when you see my chest like that, we lift the breastbone up towards the thumb and get the shoulders back. That's why we keep that kind of a reminder which direction goes, that it's not this way, but this way. And then the position is always, your hips are bending back. So it's not just the knees forward, right? Not just the knees bending. You're moving with the, like you're looking for a chair behind you. You coming to one side of your mat, you have different space available, obviously, but you want to use the space in 2 directions evenly. So if you take 5 steps to one side, you want to do 5 steps to the other side, right? And we're working our laps. As lower you go, desto, more you get out of it. Yeah. Move your sit bones back. Suzanne, lift your chest more up. Watch out that you're not ending up like in this kind of position. Keep the up. Yeah, better. So, Megan, I think you can go lower.
I'm not
Sit
sure.
lower. I think so. Yeah, Jackie, see if you can open from the hip, not from the foot. And then just do 2 sets. Finish on the second side, obviously. Good, and when you finish, you can take off the band and we're gonna take the magic circle. So we activated right now our glutes and the outer hips. And now we're gonna go for the inner thighs.
Wow,
So,
feel that one.
Who said that? Suzanne?
Okay, after I finished, I'm like, oh, I can feel my muscles all.
Oh, good. Good. It's like basically, you know, when we're sitting on chairs, everything gets like kind of like, it's like the air goes out like, and now we're activating a little bit again. So you walk your feet closer and you can turn it out, but not extreme turn out, just a little bit like a Pilates stance. And spread your feet. So you don't want that the toes are gripping the floor in any way. You rather want to do the opposite. You're spreading the feet and then you press down into the legs. And the only thing which you should feel right now is an engagement in the hips. If you don't feel it, you have to do it. It's not going to happen for you. So you have to press the feet stronger into the floor until you feel like a gentle engagement here on the outer hips. But at the same time, because of the pressure of the circle, you should feel also an engagement like the line upwards. Now, stay there. I'm just going to tip now my camera up that you can see me on the top. So we have that stable engagement, spread toes, feet are pushing, we're standing tall, we're zipping our Pilates jeans, and then we reach the arms up, pressing the feet into the floor, staying straight, and then lifting the sides of the trunk up. On an exhalation, bring it back and down. Stomach deepens in, inhale, stretch up, and exhale, bring it back and down. Jackie, you think you can come a little bit closer with your feet in? Squeeze the circle a bit more. I know your circle might be really tight. Inhale, reach up. Stomach deepens. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower back down. Interlace all the fingers, press the hands away, and stretch your arms up. And stay there with the arms with the fingers, palms facing up to the ceiling. And I will bring a little bit again down so that you can see my feet. And bring your arms back forward and down. All right, so keep the engagement. Now this time you're gonna press into the ball of the foot. The toes are open. You press into the ball of the foot. You don't allow your feet to roll out to the outside, but stay on the big toe mount, and you can press the arms gently back. The heels are elevating, and then on an exhalation, lower the heels and bring the arms back forward. Yeah, so from the side, it looks like that. Pulling the stomach in, you see, like I will not lean forward. I'm just thinking straight up. Stomach deepens, press into the ball of the foot. I'm rising slowly. I'm pushing into the ball of the foot with every inch I'm rising, and then I bring my arms a little bit back. And then feel like that I want my right side wants to roll out on the little toe mount. So I'm trying to avoid that and pressing stronger into the circle, finding my glute on the right side. And then stomach deepens in and release. So yeah, so sometimes this is how you work on uneven. So for you, Jackie, especially because we noticed there's like a difference in the hips, but actually everybody has a little bit of a difference. We're crossing usually one leg over the other only in one way. So there's usually always a little bit of a difference in shape and strength and flexibility. So again, press into the ball of the foot, lift slowly up and push really into the floor. You don't have to go high. You can have like cat heels. And then just see to where can you go up and hold it for a moment, keeping the abs engaged, pressing down. If this is not coming today, you can practice this one with the hands against the wall until you get more ankle stability and more control over the inner thighs and the outer hips, helping you with this exercise. You're going to repeat that 5 times, and you don't have to go up high. Just really press into the ball of the foot, 1/4 of an inch up. Stomach in, another 1/4 of an inch up. Pressing into the ball of the foot, another 1/4 up. We're lifting the heels, we're lifting the heels. And then slowly resist the heels up. Stay on the big toe mount when you're resisting them down. Stomach deepens and lift 1, stomach in 2, 3, keep pushing into the ball of the foot, keep engaging the inner thigh and the outer hip. Up.
Get on my tippy
Live on camera. Megan, you have the chair like really standing there. If you want, you can take the hands on the chair if you want, like just like lightly.
I was just standing on my tippy toes.
Don't go so high. Just like make it small because you were pretty stable the whole time. And then bring it down. And then just get used to your feet. See what are your feet doing? Are you staying on all the on the ball of the foot, on all the toe mounts, or are you rolling out on the outside? Just like get to know what your body does and why you're losing the balance. Lower down, one more time. Press into the ball of the foot. Slowly press on the inside specifically and come up, stomach in and up, abdominal muscles in, and gently bring it back and down. Bend the knees and stretch it out. You can bring the hands on the bend the knees and stretch it out. Bend the knees. Yeah, so the heels stay down on the floor. We're going now into the ankle joint, just a little, it's just a gentle bend. Bend, you see like I'm not bending forward. I'm just going as far as I can without that my heels are lifted. Stomach in bend, going into the Achilles, bend, abdominal muscles in 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there for a moment, keep bending, reaching the arms up, circle the arms 1, stomach bends, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Stretch up, walk your feet a little bit closer if you can, that you feel more firing up on the outer hips and the inner thighs. It's not strong, but you should feel like an uplifted position. Get the glutes, pull your stomach and let's pump. Really like pump from the shoulder girdle. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 4, 5. Spread your toes. Don't cramp the toes at all. Make sure that you're just like using the circle to energize your legs. 5, exhale. 6, can you find your scapula? Can you firm them in? You know the scapular movements which we do every week. So try to find your scapula. Last 3, exhale. 2, exhale. 1, exhale. Reaching the arms up. We're gonna go for a roll down. Curling, like don't stick your hips back. So keep the engagement here. Inhale, round forward. It's like you're diving forward. Pulling the stomach muscles in. Don't hold the floor with your toes. Really look at your toes. Keep them spreading. Go as low as you can without shifting too much back with your hips. Stay forward like you're falling forward. Keep the pressure onto the circle. Pull your stomach muscles in and up and build your spine up. Reaching the arms forward and reaching the arms up. Good. Now we're gonna face you that I can observe better. Inhale, reach your arms up. Again, we're not sticking the hips back to go forward. We keep the hips where they are and we go forward and down, rounding. Check in with your feet that they're not grabbing the floor. Pull the stomach muscles and hold there for a moment. Keep the pressure into the circle, pulling the stomach muscles in and build up your spine. And reach your arms up, stretch the arms up to the ceiling. And again, inhale, press the feet down, spread the feet, and dive forward. Abdominal muscles up away from the floor. Arms are loose, feet are loose. The circle is definitely not loose. Pull the stomach muscles in and up. And exhale, abdominal muscles pulling you back and up. Reach your arms up, 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 up. Last one. Press the feet into the floor. Spread the toes. Inhale. On an exhalation, round forward. Pulling the stomach muscles in and up. Go forward. Soften in the knees. So if you're feeling like a pressure in the knees, pulling the stomach muscles in and back. Exhale, round back up. And circle the arms to the side and release. Good. Take the circle away, but keep it close to you. Have something for under your head. Have your circle close by and have your band close by, the loop band. And let's come down to lying. I have to bring my camera down. Oh, my hair looks a bit wild with that clip. All right. All right. We're gonna start with single leg circles. But before we do them, we take the circle back into our inner thighs to stabilize a little bit more on the inner thighs. Feet are on the floor, arms on the side. Start with the pelvic floor. So don't squeeze for dear life into the circle, but on an exhalation, gently around those 4 bones, sit bones, pubic bone, tailbone. They are muscles. We firming them towards each other, and then we sucking internally upwards. So it should feel like everything gets pulled up, and that's why we're squeezing the circle. So it's actually a gentle kind of a movement, but you should feel it on the glutes and the abs a little bit, and definitely also the inner thighs, obviously. And then release the circle. Again, on an exhalation, slowly start from the pelvic engagement. Abdominal muscles in, firm closer, closer the circle, hold it. And exhale and release. And we go again, stomach pulls and up. Find your pelvic floor, find your abdominal muscles, and really suck from the, oh, it's like you're sucking upwards away from the circle. It's like you making your spine longer. Stay there. I just have to move my chair. Let us see Megan better. And release. One more time. Let's do it one more time. And then I want you to feel those sensations, because in a moment we're going to take, so keep squeezing from the pelvic engagement, from the abs, because in a moment you're going to have the single leg circles, and the circle will be in your hands. But I want you to find those pelvic floor muscles, find the engagement between the inner thighs. It's going to feel different, but I want you to that you can replicate that support system which you're feeling right now of the muscles. And then release. Bring your feet closer, inner thighs together. Take the circle in your hand, soften the elbows. Find your scapula. On an exhalation, press into the circle. And then again, find your pelvic floor engagement. Find your abdominal engagement. Pull it in and up. Bend the right knee in. Stretch your right leg up. Turn the leg out from the hip and go cross over, down, round, and up. Cross over, down, round, and up. Stomach in. Cross, down, around, and up. 3. Stomach in 4, stomach in 5, reverse it. 1, abs in. 2, find your engagement in the abs. 4, last one, 5. Bring your leg back down. Find first engagement in the pelvis and then the abs, and then bend the left leg in, stretch your left leg out, turn it a little bit out, and we go small range. Exhale 1. It's more about the stability in the pelvis today. And the scapular engagement. 3, stomach deepens. 4 and 5. Reverse it. Open 1, stomach in 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Bring the leg down. Take your right foot into the circle. Stretch your left leg out. Point and flex your ankle. Point, flex, point, flex, flex. 2 more. And then cross the leg over your left side. Yeah, cross it, that's it, better. And then bring it back to center, open it to the other side without rocking the pelvis, without lifting on the left side. And then bring it back to center. Switch legs in the circle. Stretch your right leg out. Stomach deepens, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. One more time, point, flex. Cross the leg over. And then open the leg to the other side. And bring it back to center. And bend it back and down. All right, bring the circle on top. In front of you, feet bend the legs. Inhale, curl up, squeeze into the circle. Pull your stomach in and look into your belly button. Shoulders away from the ears. Susie, come a little bit higher. Yes. And then release and release the circle towards the back. And again, shoulders down. On an exhalation, curl up from the upper stomach muscles. and then release and bring it back down. Let's take the circle on the bottom of your skull. Let it rest on the floor. And then the arms are, you know, like a little bit like a diamond shape up on the circle, and the elbows are wide. And you're going to feel the arms obviously working as well. They're helping, but you want to be using the circle to pacify the neck. On an exhalation from under the brow belt, curl up, look into the belly button, and then pacify your head back. So let it be the head drop into the circle. Keep the elbows open, come a little bit higher up, pull your stomach muscles and come a little bit higher up, but pacify the head back into the circle. Shoulders away from the ears, hold it for 5, stomach in for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. On an exhalation, stomach deepens, curl up, head back, elbows to the side, stomach deepens, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And we go one more time. On an exhalation, stomach deepens, curl up, hold it, hold it, hold it, and exhale and release. Bring the circle back in between your inner thighs. Walk your feet away from you. So instead of having them right under the knees this time, walk them away from you. The feet are narrower than the knees. So let the knees fall a little bit to the side, so it's like a diamond shape more. Find your pelvic floor engagement, less gentle, pulling the stomach and lift the head up, hands on the outside of the knees, pull your stomach in and round yourself back up. Walk your feet a little bit more forward so that the feet can stay on the floor. Inhale, and on an exhalation, squeeze a little bit the circle from the outer hips and release yourself back down. When you're down, release your arms back and stretch with the arms behind you. And again, arms up, head up, exhale, hands on the outside, squeeze a little bit gently into the circle. Susie, watch, look at which side you're tipping, right, when you came up. It looked to me that you were tipping to the left. See if you can balance it out, that you go straight, in case, like, really use your hands to come up. And then again, on the way down, our body gets used to use certain muscles. So pull the stomach away from the circle and go slow. Yes, that was better. And then stretch your arms back behind you. And again, arms on the outside. Slowly pull your stomach in, go 1 inch, then the next inch, then the next inch, then the next inch. Exhale. Use your breath here. Inhale. Walk your feet further away, Megan, from you. Yes, even if they're not fully on the floor, that's okay. As long as you have that squeeze on the outside. And then, is it like painful for you to squeeze?
This gets in the way.
Then turn it. Don't put it like this, but put it like kind of parallel towards the floor. Yeah, like that. Is this better?
We'll see.
All right. And reach your arms back. One more time. Arms up, head up. Exhale. Exhale. And release. That's it. Come up, come up, come up. Now turn the circle that the top is away from you, in between your ankles. I have my thin mat right now, so I'm not going to roll. And grab either on the shin bone or behind the knees. And we go for rolling like a ball. Squeeze the circle first before you're rolling. So find your balance first. Pulling the stomach in. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, come up. Good. If the rolling with the hands behind the knees is easy, challenge yourself and go towards your ankles. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, come up, 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 up. Find your balance, Jackie. Yeah, challenge yourself. Bend the knees more in towards you. Last one. And release. Good. Take the circle in your hand, stretch your legs long. On an exhalation, stretch forward. We did that in standing, legs together, closer, Jackie. Yeah, pulling the stomach in and bring it back up and reach the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift, and we were diving forward toward legs, stomach deepens. Go forward, pulling the abdominal muscles in, and then pulling back and up to straight, and then reach your arms up. One more time. Inhale and exhalation. Stretch forward. And then pulling the stomach muscles back and in, and reach up, 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 and bring the arms back and down. The circle goes and the band comes back around our knees for the stomach series. All right, when you're ready with the band above your knees, come down to lying. There are different positions. You can either pull the mat. Pulling of the mat helps to bring the lower back sometimes a little bit more settled down, and it helps also to find like arm and shoulder stability. And then and then you can have the regular position, right hand, right ankle, left hand, right knee, or you can grab behind the knees. So whatever works for you today. And then the leg, which is straight now, this is where we're focusing our engagement of the abs. And you go switching, you can add your arms, you can switch between the versions. Like sometimes it's nice to pull on the mat first, curl yourself up, and then when you have a good position, then you switch with the hands towards the shin bones, exhale. And really like use that little pull with the arms, because all of us, we need to get this stretch in the where the leg meets the trunk. 3 and 3, stomach in, 2 and 1, last one, bend both knees in. Look to the right, look to the left, stretch your neck muscles a little bit out. And then grab your ankles. On an exhalation, curl up, curl up, curl up. Hold it here. Inhale, stretch arms and legs away. Hold it, press the heels together, circle the arms, exhale, bend it back and in. And again, use that bending in to get the stretch. Inhale, stretch it out. And circle, exhale, bend it in. Inhale, stretch it out. Circle. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, circle. 2 more. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, circle. 1 more time. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, circle. Head down, pull both knees in, give yourself a stretch. Look to the right, look to the left. Both legs are floating up. And we go for scissors, stomach in, pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull. Pull, pull. Spread into the bend. Jackie, find a little bit more stability in the pelvis, that you're not rocking with the torso. Find stability in the back. Yeah, in case, keep the head down. That's it. Stomach in. The bend might be a little bit tight for that, huh? Pull, pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bend it back in it. Yeah, the pink band seems. How was it for you, Megan, with the band? Was this okay?
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay, good.
It feels better than the rubber band because it doesn't dig into my thighs as much.
Nice. Okay, perfect. Good. So it might be like a little bit tight for you, Jackie, there. All right, the next one is hands holding the mat, pull it, and then we go for tapping. Stomach in, tap, tap. Find your engagement in the abs, no rocking in the pelvis. You're welcome to lift the upper body up and look into your belly button. Jackie, instead of doing this, look like this. Think about moving the thigh in, moving the thigh in. So you're working against the band a little bit. I know your band is tight, but get a little bit movement between the thighs. Yes, pull the knee in towards you. So you don't want that the leg which is going down pulls the thigh. You understand? Like when you're going down, this was following. So you want to kind of then use your hands and pull it in. So to help yourself, right? Yes, better. And everybody else, take a break. Because this is a bit tight for you, that band. Pull. Good. And then release. All right, one-legged crisscross. One leg up, hands behind the neck. Exhale 1. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. And 4. And 5. 6. Stomach deepens. 7. 8. 9. And 10. I think your thighs are gonna hurt again, Jackie, with that band today.
I think so.
Other side and go. Cross over 1. Exhale 2. Stomach deepens. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And release. And rock your pelvis from side to side. All right, take the band off. And let's flip over on the stomach. And let's take the band behind our body on the wrists, and we're gonna do a few of the prone positions. Roll your shoulders off of the floor. I'm gonna wait until everybody has the band on. Yeah, relax your toes. Roll your shoulders back, stomach deepens, arms up, chest up, legs up, press into the band. Breathe through the nose. And on an exhalation, bring yourself back and down. And again, on an exhalation, lift up. Roll your shoulders back, stomach deepens. And exhale, release back down. One more time on an exhalation, lift. And bring it back and down. Take the band to the side. Let's go for a cobra. Hands in front of the shoulders. The legs can be open hip distance, and then push down on the floor. Roll your shoulders back and peel off from the floor, pulling the stomach muscles in, shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, release, and bring it back down. And again, pull the floor. And go forward, roll your shoulders back, stomach deepens, and then release and bring it back and down. One more time. And pull. Bring your chest forward, shoulders away from the ears, and exhale and bring it back and down. Push yourself back. Round your back into a cat pose, so you're on hands and knees. And round yourself. And we go into a cow pose, tailbone back, chest forward, stomach in, exhale. And round. And cow. And 2 more. And round. And cow. And 1 more time, round. And cow. All right, we're gonna take the roller for the knee stretches. So, roll the roller under, put it under your, kind of like the shin bone, but towards your foot. Like this, you see it's pretty close to my feet. Just watch me one time, because we didn't do it for a long time. I mean, 2 weeks. I think the last 2 weeks ago we did it too. So you're gonna be in a cat pose, which we just did. So cat pose means not only like pressing the hands down and rounding the upper back, but also pulling the stomach muscles in. And then you press down into the roller, lift your knees up, hold it here. We're gonna hold it, hold it, hold it, bring it down. After we did that 2-3 times, we're gonna lift up and then slowly roll towards the hands, and then a little bit back to starting position, pulling the stomach and roll towards the hands. I'm ending on my feet, and then roll it back. And we do it like slowly 3 times and take a break. So start with the lifting, and I will just gonna watch you. Round your back, press your fingers into the floor, knuckles, and yeah, you have already the knees lifted, so everybody else lift the knees up. Hold it. Oh, but Jackie, don't roll back already. Try to keep the knees where they were when you came up with the knees. Yeah, so bring your hands a little bit more under the shoulders, and then bring your feet down. Yeah, let's start. Yeah, better. Think rather inwards than letting the roller roll back, Jackie. And bring it down. Take breaks in between. Jackie, bring your hands a little bit more towards your knees so that you get smaller in your position. More, more, more. And then round yourself more. And think, when you're coming up with your knees, you're kind of pulling them energetically towards your arms. And go, everybody, lift up, hold it, hold it, hold it. Don't let the roller roll back. That's much better, Jackie. And then bring it back down. That was good. Let's do one more. Lift up and then go. When you're up, you roll the roller back and in. The in is more important, Suzanne, not out so much, more in towards your hands. Yeah, take a break after 3. And then, yeah, good, Jackie. Good. If you have enough, take a child's pose. Better, Suzanne. Suzanne, stay there. Walk your hands more back to the roller. More. And give me a better cat pose. Really round yourself. Now, energetically, when you lift the knees up, already pull them towards your arms. Pull them, yeah, and more in. Yes, better. More in. Think about the in, not the out. Exhale.
Room though, I can't get more in. I'll go off my.
That's okay. That's okay, but it was better. It's more now lower abs. So what I'm just trying to say is the accent is not on the out. It's more on the in, no matter how far in is. It doesn't have to be through nose, but it's the in which engages the abs. The out is more from the arms, but the in, we need the stomach muscles to come in. All right, when you did enough of these, go into your child's pose. Just the regular one. Just make sure that your toes, big toes, are touching equally. And now walk with both hands to your right. Stretch your left side out. And come back to center. Walk over to your left. Stretch your right side out. And come back to center. Pulling the stomach muscles in and bring yourself back and up. And we're done for today.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Welcome.
I'm doing child's pose on my roller.
Yes, I saw that.